You know, as a professional organizer, I'm often asking people, what's in your closet? Well, today, I'm going to show you what's in mine. Hi everyone, it's Pam with Organizer AZ911, and in today's video we are going to be talking about closets. Specifically, I'm going to give you a tour of my closet. You know, as a professional organizer, when I'm working with my clients, one of the most often asked questions I get is, what's your closet like? Or, is your closet as organized as you're trying to make mine? Or they'll just assume, they'll go, I bet your closet is perfect. And you know, the truth of the matter is, I'm like everybody else. There are times when my closet gets to be a disorganized mess, okay? Life happens, and you have to give yourself time to adjust to that change, okay? And I found that happened to me just this last spring. So I took a couple weeks just kind of overhauling my whole closet to set it up to match the changes I had experienced in my own life. And so I'm going to show you today. So let's take a look. Okay, so like I said, a couple of months ago, I totally overhauled my closet and set it up to more closely match what was happening in my life, okay? So I'm going to take you through a tour. I'm going to take you around this side, right behind me, and then over to the left side here, or my left side, and then what's behind the camera as well. And along the way, I want to explain what I did and why I did it. And hopefully some of the ideas I bring about in this video might resonate with you or might inspire you if your closet isn't working to its full potential. Okay, let's start with this top shelf here. Now, normally I would tell people to use upper shelves to store out of season clothes so that the areas that are easier to get to stay nice and organized. But I live in Arizona, so we really don't have a whole lot of change of season clothes unless I decide to go up to the high country. So I took this opportunity to use the high shelf on my closet for sentimental things and other things that I'll tell you about later in the video. But on this particular shelf, I have these paintings. Now, this one over here is of me when I was like 3 or 4, and it was done by my maternal grandmother. And I was given that little ballerina that was painted by my paternal grandmother. So in those two items right there, I kind of have memories of my two grandmothers. Next to that is a painting, or I don't know if that's like a chalk drawing or whatever. That's of my mom, and it was done a couple of years before she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So I love that expression on her face. That is the mom I will always remember in my heart. So I keep her with me. I see her picture every day when I start my day, and it just kind of sets it right for me. Over here is a painting my dad painted of my daughter, and she's going to someday take that with her, but for now, you know, until she moves out, that picture's mine. And it looks like it's almost like having, you know, 4 generations in a way in my closet. So I use that kind of like a pick-me-up in the morning when I see it. And then of course in the corner, I love panda bears, so my kids got that for me a few years back, and I really had no place, it's so big, to put it in my room or anywhere in the house. And plus our little Shih Tzu decided that that was like the biggest toy in the world for him to play with, and started to try to eat its arm off, so I had to store it someplace safe. And again, this side of my closet on the upper shelf I use as just a pick-me-up emotionally in the morning when I get started in my day. And then below that, I have on this left side, let me see if I can pan back a little, there we go. I've got my exercise clothes to start off. Now, as you know, I have a weight loss vlog. I'll put the link below. I am trying to, I'm going on a very long weight loss journey because I have a lot of weight to lose. But I needed to set up my closet to make it easier for me to exercise. So I put all my exercise clothes right up front by the door here, and then I have my scale, because my amazing trainer Christy, she makes me text her my weight every morning. And then below that I have my little exercise ball and yoga mat, because let's face it, these balls are great to work out with, but they are a pain in the keister to store. And thankfully I have the master closet all to myself, So I have room down there to store it, and it stays, you know, out of the way, but it's easy to get to. So that's the first section over here. Then my clothes go from exercise slowly and gradually into more of the clothes that I wear every day when I'm not exercising. And I've of course grouped it by like items. There's all my sleeveless, and then I have like little covers there. Under here is tucked away. When I take something out to wear, I put the hanger down there so that when I go to do laundry, I can just grab the bunch of hangers that I need and take it to do laundry. And from there we transition into my more formal clothes that I use for when I'm giving public speaking events or when I'm going on a first-time consultation. I don't have to dress casually. I actually want to dress up a little bit better. And then of course the pants. So that's basically how I've got my clothing set up. Above here I store all of my photographs. I got these bins from the Container Store. They have individual cases inside of them that I have divided up all my photographs by topic, and I keep all of those. This is my main photograph and video section. Over here I've got just a little decorative piece because why? The space was open and it looked really dorky without something there. I'll be honest with you. And then I've got this little air freshener that spurts out every 30 minutes or so, just because I like the scent that it gives off. But I'm hoping it doesn't go off while I'm videotaping because it kind of freaks me out when I'm right underneath it and it goes off. Okay. So then over here, I've got my hamper. So if you could, oh my gosh, it just went off. Okay. Anyway, if you can keep your hamper near where you get changed, it's a game changer because it'll keep the clothes off the floor, off the chairs, and off of exercise equipment. Now, right next to my hamper, panning up, I took a little command hook and hung up a tiny little bottle there. And that bottle has, whoops, let's see if we can get it in focus. Focus, there we go. It has stain remover, like Shout or something like that, because again, if I don't treat the stains right away, I forget by the time they get to the laundry. So I stain treat it and throw it in the hamper. Over here on the right side, again on the top, I keep Bookwork. This is my kind of gotta keep it just for, you know, a certain amount of years before I can get rid of it. That's more business stuff. This is more personal stuff on this end. And in the middle, I have old Super 8 videos, VHS videos. Most of them I have converted to DVD format or have them on a flash drive, but I'm in the process of verifying that I have everything. And then once I do, all of that will be gone and I will have more storage space. Yay! So going back into this corner, if you look at all of these little cubbies right there, I have our memory items. These are actually up at the top. Those are all my high school yearbooks, and I do have some more of my memories up in here, like photographs and things from school right in this little case here. I think it says my memories on it. The only other thing I've kept are my yearbooks because I do like looking back on those. Okay, below that is all the stuff that my oldest son has from his school years, and my youngest son, and then my daughters. This is all, guys, no big bins stacked in the garage or something like that. You don't need to keep everything. I have 3 incredible videos, I think they're incredible, that show you how to decide what is important to keep and how to keep it and how to make sure you capture all the memories needed for your kids' schoolwork. I will put the links to those videos below. That way you won't be storing bins and bins and bins, okay? And speaking of bins, if you look at this whole side, it is loaded. I put on this shelf, these 3 shelf cubbies. They are from Closet Made, and I think they were less than $14 each. They are phenomenal for storage, so I use them all across this wall. In my next set of cubbies up at the top, I keep a clock in my closet to help me make sure I'm not going to be too late. Anyway, I'm like everyone else. Sometimes you're just running late, but I keep a clock so I know how much time I have left. Then I'm all about starting your day with inspiration and things like that. So I put in these little cubbies. I got these frames at the dollar store, and I put sayings or inspirational prayers and things like that that really kind of ground me when I'm having a bad day. So like I got footprints in the sand there. This is for when I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I love that saying, and I framed that one. And then this one, life will only change when you become more committed to your dreams than you are to your comfort zone. Huge for me. I don't like living out of my comfort zone. Okay, now these canvas bins, all of these, that houses everything that I would normally hold in a dresser. If you've seen past videos I've done, you will know that I hate folding clothes. And because of that, I will not have a dresser. I literally hang everything I own. And so what I do with things that would normally be stored in a dresser is I put them in these little bins, and I have like all my more dress, formal underwear, you know, bras and stuff, and the socks. And then I have the active wear stuff, again, bras, underwear, and socks. And then on here, I've got pajamas. I've got when it's cooler outside and I want warmer pajamas, and then when it's hot outside and I want cool pajamas. And then up here, I absolutely love this bin. It is my to be mended. We all have clothes that sometimes lose a button or have a little rip or something we have to face, and I have clothes and things that I need to fix in there. And I usually give myself up to 30 days. If I have not repaired it in 30 days, out it goes, because guess what? If I haven't done it in 30 days, that means in my life it's not important enough to fix. Okay, up at the top I have this little flower pot. It has a lot of sentimental meaning. I won't bore you in this video with the sentimental meaning behind that. Again, my love for pandas come out, and this is actually a Panda Bank. Who doesn't get coins in their pockets from time to time? I always put my coins in there. I think there is some in there. Yep, I just recently emptied it out, so there's just a few in there. And then I got a little heart. I just liked it, so I put it there. Okay? Now down below in this cubby, this is all my mending supplies, and it's right next to my to be mended. See a theme? Ah! Okay. Anyway, the next one down, this is my ultimate favorite cubby in my whole closet. And that is because I just love it. I've got this little nail polish container from the Container Store. I absolutely love it. It's an acrylic one. That was my big splurge, okay? Back behind it, I bought that jar at the dollar store, and look at the label on it. I have a video, I will put the link below on that, on how to make these incredibly easy and incredibly beautiful labels. Okay, they are so much fun to make. I'm like relabeling everything in our house now using that technique. Again, the link, go check it out in the information below. I will leave that there. I even made this. Let's see if I can get it in there. Oh, can you see? There we go. My nail polish remover. I even did the label on that as well. Totally fun, and I just love that little cubby. It actually makes me do my nails from time to time. And then finally on the bottom, I've got my deodorants to use, and then my perfumes. Okay, now down below that, I got these 31-inch horizontal shelves, again, Closet Made. I absolutely love Closet Made's storage cubbies and shelving units. These actually are stackable. There's 3 of them that I've stacked one on top of the other to house my shoes. Again, don't have a lot. I'm actually in need of some gym shoes. I'm heading out later today to get some, but I go from casual in the gym shoes up to flats. And then on the top I got my Panda slippers, and next to here I used an over-the-door hook, and I just kind of hung it upside down and hang my purse off of that, and I have a small purse tucked in there. I'm not a big purse carrier, I have to honor that, and I got rid of a ton of purses recently because I hate carrying purses. I just hate it. But I kept one larger and one smaller, and that's all I use. Alright, and since I don't have a dresser, I often don't have a jewelry box on my dresser. So I made this section of my closet, this little wall part. It was just kind of sitting there with nothing to do, so I made it into my jewelry organizer. I've got my earrings. These are just chains. I bought a box of them at Walmart. They were maybe $2, and I hang them up on command hooks. And I've got all my earrings there. And then I have like smaller studs there, diamond studs, not real diamonds, let's face it, they're just these little crystal things. And then I have extra backings. in case one of them, you know, falls off or something like that. So I keep those, and these I got at Walmart. They're little containers like that. And again, I hooked up command hooks, and there's a little lip under there, and I just kind of hang it right there. And then again, more command hooks. That held up all my necklaces. I love watches. I'm sorry, that's where I go a little bit wild on them. Too many watches. I have one wrist to wear a watch. Yeah, look at all the watches. I'm sorry. I have no excuse other than I like it. I do have the space right there for it. Many of my clients will tell you, I always say, if you have the room, fine. Splurge on what you like. But if you don't have room, then you have to make the tough decisions. For right now, I have room for them, so I'm going to hold them, you know, keep them for right now. And then bracelets, of course, down there, more bracelets. And then I absolutely love this hack, saw it on Pinterest. It works really well. I got all my reading glasses here, and then my sunglasses. That's another thing I love to splurge on. Reading glasses just because I always need them, and I need them every place imaginable. And then of course I'll forget where I put one, so I have to go grab another. So I have a bar of spares. And then my sunglasses I like to coordinate with outfits and stuff like that. And it looks like I forgot to put one in there, back on. Oh well. But these are just tiny little curtain rods for a couple bucks at Walmart. And they're expandable, so if I wanted to I could expand them out, but I really don't have a lot of room left. And I just hung them on, again, Command brand hooks. Can't tell you how much I love Command brand hooks. They are fabulous. And then finally, the door that leads outside. I use this to set up my clothes for the next day. Okay, so I literally will hang the outfit I'm gonna wear the next day. And then over to the side, using the same technique with one of these little boxes and command hooks, I put my jewelry in there, the earrings, and then I hang the bracelets and necklaces off of this hook up here. So I am ready to go for the next day. Okay, so that's my closet in a nutshell. Always try to set your closet up with zones. You know, group like items together in those zones. Like I had my exercise zone, and then I moved into my work zone and my more formal zone, and then my dresser zone. If you set your closet up in zones, it'll be a lot more functional for you. I think that's the right word to use. And it'll support your day a lot better. Okay? I hope you found the ideas I brought in this video helpful. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up. Poke that like button below. And if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and poke that subscribe button below. And don't forget to ring the bell so you know when I'm uploading new videos. And if you want even more organizing tips and suggestions, just pop over to my Facebook page, my Twitter page, my Pinterest page, my Instagram. Any of those links are found below. I post organizing tips and ideas there pretty much daily. Okay, I'm Pam with Organizer AZ 911. I'll see you next time.